This is so good. I had to put part two. I mean, it's 14 minutes of BS. I mean, educating people.
There you go.
More BS from my part than you.
No comment.
I'm here. Okay. So, no, this is your tape here. You can do whatever you want. Now, like you said, 80%, I would say, the people on drugs are not from the city.
Yeah.
They're from outside the city. Then they go the soup kitchen where you volunteer. All the food they can eat. I remember I was in St. John, Romero House.
Yep.
And one meal a day.
Yep.
And on Friday, maybe you had a second.
Yep.
On a Friday.
Yep.
Mountain, there used to be 3 centers. You go there morning, noon, and night, 3 different centers. But then the priest said, we can't do this no more. It's not the same poverty as it was. I wish George Pierce was still alive.
Yes.
Because that would be, his eyes would be about this big.
Yep.
And turn around, the priest said we can't do this no more because it's not the same poverty. All the met heads, they all go together. They gather. Then it goes bigger and bigger. Isn't it time here? Now, people will hate it when if I say this. Like Wednesday, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh
Yeah.
my God! First time I seen that, they go there, they grab the chicken, then they put the coleslaw and the thing in the garbage. The chicken. I mean, we got chicken. This has been going on for years.
Yeah.
But isn't it time? One meal only. But they change.
The kitchens.
I don't want to be like Marie Antoinette there. Let them eat cake there. You know.
No, I get that. Listen, when I started volunteering there, I was making 100 school lunches at 7 in the morning. It took me 90 minutes, and I thought 100 lunches. This is 2014. Was just, where are these kids? Like, who needs 100 lunch in Fredericton? Well, the chef who was on duty that day gave me an education lesson as she was making whatever she was making for brunch across the aisle, and I got a lesson for 90 minutes. And I was also told to put more mayonnaise on the sandwiches because these kids need it. Anyway, long story short, the nature of the guests has changed dramatically at the kitchens even in the last year, Charles.
Oh yeah.
Even in the last year, the folks that the kitchens were founded to help no longer come.
No.
They don't come, and there's one reason they don't come: they don't feel safe.
No. Exactly.
And who wants to eat a meal? You know, there are days where it's like super quiet. Everybody's,
Yep.
all like we're all okay. We can behave for an hour. But we used to have security until a few weeks ago, and so that tells you something about the nature of the guests.
Oh.
The fact that we had 2 security guards in the dining room.
Remember that guy, Sean or Shane, the first one at the door?
The security guard?
No.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know many of their names. Yeah, I know who you're talking
brown
about.
Jacket?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
And
about.
I said, you still go there? Oh, no. He said, it's not safe.
Yeah.
A guy like that's quiet.
Yeah.
Don't say a word. So I went there. Last week when they were putting down all the tents by the river.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to go. My Acadian side said, go by the government house. The Scottish side said, you know what? You haven't had a meal in 7 years. There.
Yeah.
And so we went there, make a long story short. When we went around the corner, they all look at me like, WTF. DOG looks at them, WTF. I mean, there was 20 of them. Security heard on the radio, Charles LeBlanc's in the area. They ran right there.
Yeah.
Charles! That was that word.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you doing here? Anyway, I thought they thought maybe they'll save my life. But it was sad. Everybody was on the ground. But you can't put a table there because they'll hang around the table. So
they hang around there anyway. They're in what used to be a park.
Yeah, I see that.
They're all in there.
I bought the mayor for a tour once.
Yeah. It's worse since you brought the mayor there. A lot worse. And it's I go when I'm there on Saturday mornings. I show up 15 minutes before I know other volunteers will show up, and I wait in the parking lot. So that we all walk in together, because I don't want 2 of them to walk around the corner. On a Saturday morning at 10 to 9, I don't want them walking around the corner to get into the kitchens, and we leave together.
No, it's like I said earlier, I was coming to meet you. 2 men had hollered at me.
Yeah.
And They say, "Oh, we're gonna fucking get you, you fucking asshole, fucking blogger."
Mm.
I was gonna say, okay, call the police. All right, I was threatened.
Sure.
Where's the fucking dog? Blah, blah, blah. Well, DOG don't like metheads, so I mean, I didn't train him. But you start threatening people on the street. No cops around.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then
It used to be you would get arrested for that. Not that long ago.
Well, that was. But then that was assault. Now you touch them, and the courts. But I know this is.
That's a
federal.
whole other.
They said like yesterday. Did you notice that during the municipal debate at the Stepping Stone
Mm-hmm.
Senior Center Part 2? They start talking about federal issues and provincial. I almost hollered, "Hey, that's federal. That's not municipal." But some people, there was a whole pack there, though.
We have to undo the bail reforms that Ottawa put in 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare, and the cops are working with one hand tied behind their back.
Their constitutional rights and holy fuck.
There was some type of police action, SWAT team or something last Friday night, just a couple blocks away from here.
Yes.
Apparently they're out on bail.
Oh,
Same
all of
day.
them?
Yeah.
No.
Imagine. And those from what I heard, they're not nice people. And they're probably not nice people given the amount of police that were there, and good on them for doing what they did, but they're out on. Can you imagine being a police officer and then you see the same person that you just sent the SWAT team into, and they're back? Anyway.
And I hate that word task force. I think I said that yesterday.
You did.
I hate that word because it's all recommendation.
Yes, but you were corrected.
Oh yes, I was. Oh yes, I was corrected. I almost uncorrected her again and said, "Listen to me, you wannabe mayor." But and she was staring to her eyes. It says, like another word, around the table. Well, you know what? I recommend that these people with substance abuse. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be on the street in front of the legislator. You know what? That's a good idea. Okay, another one. Good. Come on. And it's just like anything else, like a coroner inquest. You don't have to go by it. These are recommendations.
Yeah. And that's probably why you don't like the word task forces. Most of them just collect dust on the shelf, and then 5 years from now we'll do another one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then plus you got that Bobby Simmons in there. That's Charlie Focus. She's a cop. She's the one.
Anyway, I think there are 47 recommendations there's an action.
47?
Yeah, there's an action plan for each one of them with dates. But here's the challenge, Charles, is we
Money?
have. I think part of it is money for sure, and I'll get back to that in a second on one of them. The biggest challenge that we have now is we're not getting action on the action items. So it's great that we have the task force and the recommendations and the action plan with some dates. We'll see what the next update is, but all the low-hanging fruit, the easy peasy items, they all got done. Yay, we got 6 out of 47 done. They were already work in progress, but listen, it's great. You got 6 boxes ticked, wonderful. The hard ones are still outstanding, and this will become a task force report that you don't like if we don't get a meaningful update on, I would say, at least 8 of them.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the side of the river? Should it just stay like that, or
the side? Oh, you mean the encampments?
So should they just clear cut the bushes, or just leave it there, or put stones, or what should they do?
No, we shouldn't clear cut the bushes because we want to make it difficult for them to set up a site. What we should do.
You ever seen these metheads?
Yeah.
They're like rats. They do little holes and they go in the bushes.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. They're usually in the same spots or near the same spots. As soon as one pops up, make it difficult. We will not tolerate this in our city. Period. And so why should we cut down the green shrubs and whatever else is growing there? And because people like to walk along the river, right? It's nice to see the green and the nature and all that. Why should we cut down the trees? Because we're not willing to enforce.
I seen kids last summer going near it, and I hollered, hey, don't go around here.
Yeah.
Your needle's in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
No.
bushes are gonna, I don't say cut the whole tree, but I mean the bushes,
Yeah.
so that we could see those
Yeah.
trees.
Well, you notice they cut the hedge around. There's a building next to the lieutenant governor's residence.
Yeah.
It used to be like a garage, and it used to be a shooting range way back in the day. Anyway, they cut all the shrubs down because I guess people were hanging out in there. So to me, that's asking me to accommodate people who shouldn't be there in the first place.
They need people like you and me. I'm the man on the street. Have a meeting, table the new mayor, and just the chief of police, and say, okay, what do we do here? It's a mission ground. You, somebody, your name was mentioned. Somebody asked you.
Yeah.
Those guys at Tim Horton. Ivan.
Oh.
Ivan. You know Ivan?
No.
Yeah, he said, oh yeah, I talked to the guy. What's his name again? What's his name?
I've talked to a lot of people.
I know. And
Yeah.
then he said that you said that you support housing in the submission ground.
I support redevelopment of the MBX properties.
He said you need homelessness, and then you need, there's a lot of homeless people. And you said, then he goes all upset. He said, well, hell, who else could afford an apartment, $1,400, and blah, blah, blah. That's where he was going. So,
Yeah. Well, he's
go
not
ahead.
wrong. Well, he's
Go
not
ahead.
wrong. So there's a secondary plan. The plan has 3 options. Agricultural stays in all 3. What's changed, though, in the last probably year and a half is the Horsemen and Donkeymen's Association of New Brunswick, it is a thing, have given up on harness racing coming back to Fredericton, and their agenda to seize the track not that long ago, they're over that now.
Okay.
So I believe, and this is just me from the outside looking in, I think the Agricultural Society and MBX and the city agree on 80% of what should happen there, and we're arguing over the remaining 20. And sadly, we have lawyers involved now, and they're just going to make it worse.
Make money.
Yeah, nothing against lawyers, but you should be able to sit down over a coffee or a pint and figure out the 20%.
Agree.
So middle school has to be there, first and foremost. 12 acres, done. Middle school, replacement for George Street. Schools have to be in the neighborhood. The agricultural is there. It's in the plans. Great. That's probably, call it 10 acres. So then we have 10 acres left, but we also have 3 businesses that are there,
Yeah, you gotta
right?
pay them
So,
off, or-
and on housing, I know the current plan is to have deeply affordable, I hate that word, by the way, deeply affordable housing. But they
Never heard that word before.
oh yeah, because affordable housing wasn't affordable enough, so we had to come up with deeply affordable. Deeply affordable. Yeah.
I got more names than that.
Oh,
than medheads.
I'm gonna
My God.
write a dictionary of terms. By the time I'm done, I'll have a.
Stephen Colbert. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
Anyway.
Donald Trump. Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, focus.
Focus,
Yeah. So.
I'm trying to do you good.
Yeah.
Focus.
So listen, we need the right kind of housing, and we're not building the right kind of housing in Fredericton. We're building apartments that they're not $1,400 a month. They're closer to $2,000
Yeah,
a month.
maybe more.
Yeah, I think that market is now like fully saturated. I don't think we'll see a lot more like the 10 stories, the 8 stories going up, because the vacancy rates are starting to creep up. What we do need is 700 public housing units owned and managed by the provincial government, whose responsibility it is for public housing. They got out of that business, and they're celebrating getting back in with, we announced 10 units here with this not-for-profit company.
But the premier, that's a writing, right?
Well, it is.
So
Yeah.
got some pull there.
Well, it's also with the city because it's land use, and but anyway, my point is, back to the gentleman that talked about $1,400 and not being able to afford that. There's a growing number of folks who are living precariously in just run-down places that aren't good, because we have a wait list for public housing of 14,000 people in New Brunswick, and it's growing. David Hickey was at committee last week. I wrote a Substack post about this today. It's unacceptable, and we need to rise to the crisis that's unfolding in public housing. So if we can't build more than 573, that's their goal in 4 years, to build 573 public housing units. Fredericton, I think, needs 700. So we've already blown by their goal for the entire province. We can build more than 573 if we really got creative. And if it's government that's slowing down the process, then we figure out a way to outsource it to developers that can build in a year.
I think they're falling asleep here. Is
Yes.
there anything else that I?
We covered a lot of ground.
The walking trail, everything's fine. You're writing. Oh, I'm gonna go after you on that one. Between the splashing pad
Wilmot, yeah.
and that's your writing.
Yeah, Ward, yeah.
Ward.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Ward.
No,
Sorry,
you're fine.
hey, I couldn't get my word right. 10
That's
or
okay.
9. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
don't give
You're
it
good.
that. It's not never good, but that area, the gazebo, and there at night,
Lawless.
complete darkness.
Yeah.
Tennis court, they have lights.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because the snobs, they love tennis, no problem. Gazebo, complete darkness. And the benches in that area, right across from the old, here we go again, old Victoria Hospital, across the
Yep.
street.
Yep.
The benches.
Yep.
And yesterday, before the meeting, I showed the picture.
Yep.
It was a met pipe right
Yep.
in the gazebo.
Yeah.
So, we need lights.
I agree.
And maybe, but this is going too far, at night. Have you been in Newcastle?
Not in probably 10 years.
Okay, so they have a town square.
Yeah.
And they play rock and roll music.
And during the night?
No, during the day where they
Yeah.
have speakers.
Okay.
And I said, listen, why don't you do it? And all the Met heads are all hanging around there.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you play opera music? I guess there was a 7-Eleven in Texas that had all drug users.
Yeah.
And he played opera music.
It worked?
It worked. They were gone. They can't stand opera. I told downtown Fredericton, why don't you use Kate's Place? Use opera music. Try it. At least try it. They might rip that speaker off the wall, but maybe the flashing pad. The kids don't know the difference, and the parents are too stoned to even pay attention.
No.
I mean, it's legal. It's legal.
No,
so,
no. Well,
so
I'm not
it's
sure it's-
legal. I had to put it's legal. I can put that in there. I didn't say Met. I said that, but and that's another thing to play opera music. But that's another issue. Somebody just brought it to me before I went. It's against the law to do. It's in New Brunswick. It's against the law to do fentanyl and crystal meth.
Mm-hmm.
He just asked me. He says, "Why does a cop see a person do the fentanyl? Why do they stop that?
Yeah.
How come?
Yeah.
Too much paperwork."
It is. It's 20 pages, and they'll be out on bail same day.
So we need to be together. The MP, David Miles.
I've never met David.
How can I be the same? Never did?
No.
Oh, you'll meet her. I'll arrange
Okay.
a meeting. I don't even know if you'll meet with me.
Yeah, the MP.
And the MLA, Susan
Yeah.
Holt. Oh, no, I can't stand her voice. Her voice is more obnoxious,
Charles.
than mine. No, I can't
And maybe
do-
we should get consent and have the minister come by. Because we're
You know
talking
what?
about social development.
You know what? That's a good point. Anyway, I support this guy here, Jeff Thompson. Give him a vote.